Hi Aries, here's a general look at your solar chart for July 2010. And the headline is that overall you're in a very expansive phase, just in the very beginning of this, and you do like beginnings when you'll be broadening your horizons quite a bit, I think, into fascinating new areas. But just at the moment you're probably thinking about it, or researching it, or exploring it, or studying it, or scheduling it, or planning it. You're kind of in that bit, I think. But especially for you early Aries, things could take off quite quickly and quite surprisingly into new areas. But the first week, 3 weeks, well, that's a kind of a slower pace when your priorities are likely to be centered around home, family relationships, and neighborhood activities. You know, maybe lots going on there, and you'll want to be getting more organized on those practical levels related to those areas, working harder at tasks maybe that are demanding your attention, giving more TLC towards family members or other members in your community or tribe, and that's in person or over the wires. Also taking the initiative here with more sensible health and diet routines maybe, or being more, shall we say, proactive with the health and well-being of others, nearest and dearest. And you know, this isn't a time for you to sort of sit back and wait for others. You won't want to do that. You'll feel as though you know the way to go here. I think you're going to get the backing and the support you need more easily. Things will be more harmonious, it will go more smoothly after the 10th in the areas to do with practical daily tasks, health, but also work, your working environment. And for some of you, you know, all of those three things could be joined together. If somebody's providing a service for you, or an expertise or an advice, then from the 10th, that's likely to be just what you need. Also, you yourself could be the provider as well. You could be the one that comes in, you know, with the right help, the right idea, the right bit of kit, before you move on to the next more exciting phase, which kicks off from the 23rd. Now, the solar eclipse on the 11th of July is worth a mention. That's going to give you, over several weeks to come, the chance to get upgraded or organized, bring in change regarding your domestic setup, or it could be property transactions. It could be something, you know, on quite a low-key level that you know you've known you needed to do there, related to family, related to where you live, related to how you live, or it could be something bigger like, you know, a property move. And that's going to be over several weeks to come. Now, with the Sun and Mercury lighting up your domestic area, you're likely to be busier, chattier, right in your own backyard, toing and froing more. Contact with family, clan is very much emphasized. There's also a very sociable fun element as well. Some of you could be having more contact with children, or kind of entertainment, you know, entertaining activities, spontaneous activities, and leisure activities. Could be like sporting activities for some of you as well. But it feels very creative. It feels like you can be sort of enterprising and really shine, you know, and that's up until the 10th. And it's also probably a more gossipy, chatty time over the wires for some of you too, thinking ahead on things. It's you'll be wanting to roll up your sleeves though, put yourself out a little bit, work a little bit harder, getting things sorted, getting things and being productive. Particularly, it's going to be easier to be productive, to actually make it happen from the 10th. Then you'll get more focused, you know, on what you need to do. And of course that might mean for some of you being more proactive at work, initiate improvements, generate higher productivity. You won't be in the mood to compromise though. You want to take the initiative. And if any of you out there are looking for work or having work problems, you know, you really are the one you've got to become that warrior in that area. You know, don't take no for an answer. And if you do get a regular no, then obviously you're knocking on the wrong door. But only your personal natal chart will show the sort of insight into what that might be. And so this is a very interesting time when you can really push in the work area, also related to health, well-being, your own or somebody else's. Also, the other thing is, with Mars in this area, you haven't got the patience to sort of wait for others to come up with the idea or to make the move. You need to be the one that is taking as much as you can, taking charge. So if you're in a working environment, just strike out, you know, on your own path as much as you can. So if others aren't looking to you, then you need to find a little sort of area where you can be working independently, and that's going to be running on through until the 30th of July. When Mercury and Venus move on the 10th, then you're more likely to get the equipment, the help, the offer. You know, employers are likely to be more approachable, and anything related, you know, anything in the medical area as well, or therapy or alternative area too, that can go really well for you from the 10th. You getting the right input, the right advice, the right expertise, the right treatment, the right support, whatever it is, it's more likely to be happening from the 10th of July. And now, as I said, you're in this general phase of expansion, you children of the Ram. Jupiter and Uranus are bringing rapid change, sometimes really sudden leaps forward, and it's sort of broadening your horizons, and early areas where you're going to be feeling that most acceleration, that sudden sort of leap most acutely, I think. So just be open, be flexible, because the universe is really behind you here, bringing in this kind of expansive change. However, you've still got these influences coming in from other directions, from Pluto and Saturn, and that's probably going to rein you in to a certain degree, which may be a good thing, getting you to think things through. All right, likely to be causing you to think more deeply, to ask deeper questions about, you know, where am I, what do I want, inclining you to proceed more cautiously for a while to come about what your real priorities are, what you really want out of life, for yourself, for your nearest and dearest as well. You know, what's the best move to make here, but also your role in the wider world. Well, that's it for July, and if you know your rising sign, it's useful to listen to that because it gives another slant on what I've said here, and I'll see you the next time.